this is going to be a follow-up with Ancient Secrets, which we saw with Jeremy.
Oh,
and we're basically getting near the end of this project. And one of the most important things is the intro for the game. So we're going to walk you through kind of the composition for the intro for Ancient Secrets. So Jesse, go ahead and run with it from there.
Well, I guess show it to you quickly. Watch. I changed it this morning. So this is our game. Oops. All this.
Can you turn the speakers up just a tad, Jesse?
Yes.
Go. There you go.
Look at that.
Bubble sound.
It's pretty dramatic.
Characters.
It's exciting.
Feeling fearful.
So, anyway.
So that's
This-
actually it in the game. Go ahead, Jesse.
Yeah. And this is all parsed out into its separate
absolutely.
tracks.
So where'd you study music?
My bedroom.
So did you compose this, or are you just programming it?
Yeah, composed it.
Wow. How'd you get into gaming?
Well, a couple friends of mine started this company and just needed some loops for music, and well, I started doing it. It was pretty easy.
So Jesse, do you want to isolate some of the instruments and kind of show how they can play off each other? Good.
So, this particular piece of music is written, composed of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tracks, all pieced together. A beautiful harp.
You kind of see when it all comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
one
each
comes
track
in.
is an instrument.
Yeah, each track is an instrument. And you know,
On PBS Kids, they have,
the
I think it's
game.
Maya and Miguel, where they can do that.
Oh.
They can make different tracks and with the different sounds.
Oh, right. I have
Yeah.
seen that on the online. PBS
Yeah.
online.
The game is supposed to be, you know, you're going to an ancient place, and so I put together this lighthearted segment, and then, you know, try to create some tension, some, you know, just try to underscore the game. Here comes this, my interpretation of the tension part is coming here. But you have to try and get like all of this stuff into one theme.
And also as a background, I don't know if you have your list around there, Jesse, but from the design phase and from the designer and the producer, there's a list of sound effects and of things that Jesse works to. So early on in the project, he can get started. He doesn't have to wait till the very end. But certainly for polishes at the very end. But there's a list of sound effects, a list of composition that needs to go into the game.
And do you have certain sound effects like the harp that might become symbolic in other locations for the same feeling?
That's absolutely right. Because in some of this stuff, like when you're, for instance, I've taken that harp, which I really like, by the way, and I use it. You know, I just take out a little small snippet of that piece, 2 bars, and create that loading screen. And then this is the main theme. And believe it or not, that theme is represented in here as well. I try to do it as much as possible.
Do you ever apply like your harp riff to another game in a symbolic way, or is everything unique to a game?
I try to make it as unique as possible.
Because you know how some sounds have started to become representative of communication, like that record scratching means, wait a minute, you know,
Yeah,
what
right.
did she just say? You know what I mean? And so are you doing some of that too?
Right, yeah, I think so. You know, it depends. I mean, several of the games that we're working on, I mean, in a game like this, the majority of what I'm doing is very literal. You've got doors closing, windows opening, you've got people walking, you've got, you know, birds going on. So it's very literal. But we have other games where, you know, like word games or different puzzle games, which, if you look at them, they're sort of made of plastic and it's not a real world, and you can use different sounds that, you know, aren't literal, and you have a lot more leeway to I don't know, be really expressive and try new things and see how they go. I mean, I've been doing this long enough to where there's some things that just won't work, and particularly for our audience, some stuff they don't want to hear, like high pitched sounds. People don't really like high pitched sounds in their games. They like, you know, kind of lower kind of stuff, and
Get enough of that
Something
anyway.
gets hearing over and over and over again.
right. We've got a game called Little Shop of Treasures, and in that game, it's also very literal, but you're just sitting there looking for things, you know, and you could be stuck in there forever. And so the musical piece that I created for that, it was, you want it to be memorable, but you also want it to be soothing, and you don't want it to be so annoying that you hear it so many times that it's just like, turn it off. I mean, I don't want people to turn my music off. I want them to play the game and have the whole experience. And I think that was successful with that game.
Yeah, it's a great game, a great franchise.
A good combination.
And I apologize for interrupting, but we got to stay on schedule to go. Any other quick
Thanks,
questions?
Jesse.
Jesse, thanks. That was great.
Thank you.